eager to get the season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Jordan Poole is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. A nice shot by Pierce.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Inside, here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Queen. Williamson outside. Pass to Pierce. We're about 1 minute into the first. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, the defense just lost Zion after that screen. He is so explosive. It makes him very difficult to stay with.
Now, here's Poole. Here's Reza Shea. Johnson finds Reza Shea. Now, Alexander Walker to the inside. Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Outside, Jones. Down low. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
What athleticism from Daniels on that slam.
Now, here's Poole. And Jeremiah Pierce gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Reza Shea. 6 on the shot clock. Poole with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Jay lays it up off the glass. Pierce has got his second basket of the game.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Alexander Walker passes to Poole. And here is Johnson. Vucevic setting the pick for Johnson. To the paint. Stolen by Jones. To the middle. And here we power that baby down. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. And Zion Williamson making the price of admission worth it with a dunk like that.
Now, here's Poole. Pass to Alexander Walker. Pocket 6. Over Pierce. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Daniels from outside. Vucevic with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 6. Alexander Walker with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Daniels passes to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And Zion might be one of, if not the, most powerful dunker in the league.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Hayes checked in for Williamson. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Poole. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, a little bully ball that time from Jordan Poole down low. Really creative with that finish.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Back to Alexander Walker. Johnson against Daniels. 6 to shoot. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
For bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
The Hawks trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Down low. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Rizachet.
And inside the paint, Johnson is becoming very consistent. He knows what angle to take.
Here's Spears. Defended by Alexander Walker. Shot from 12. That one goes in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Johnson outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Vucevic is screen on Jones. And it's Rizachet missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jay Johnson with the block.
And his coach has to love that. That's great rim protection by Johnson.
Daniels against Poole. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Puts one up from 19. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Now Fears. To the inside. And Queen gets it to go.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The Hawks trail by 10. Alexander Walker with the ball. Still scoreless. Now here's Vucevic. He's covered closely. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Hawks, Newell, he's checked in for Jordan Poole, and Newman subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. To the wing right side. In the corner, Messi with it. Back to Bay. Over to the wing. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they'll get another chance. Messi, and Messi throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Now, here's Johnson. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Messi. Newell pulls it in. 1:56 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
To the inside. And Bay throws it down.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Good. Nisi's got his second bucket of the night.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Here's Newman. Missed inside. Pelicans leading by 12. Pass to Nisi. Back to Daniels. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Newell pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
20 seconds left in the first. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Newell. Here's Rizachet. He's defended by Bay. And that one's good. Rizachet.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Pelicans lead by 10. And back with this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, Newell out there with Corey Kispert. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Djorcic in at the shooting guard position. And Murray, here we go.
Since breaking into the league, Murray's assist numbers have steadily risen.
The Hawks trail by 9, and we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Murray scanning the floor. It's Wesley on the wing. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Pelicans lead by 8. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Kispert dishes to Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Pass to Newell. And he drops it in from the low post. Newell's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. Back to you.
Trying to run and gun. Allie, we thank you very much. The Hawks trail by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Substitution on the court.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Poole on the wing. The wing jumper off target.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Pass to Kennard from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. The Hawks trail by 4. Inside, Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, at 7 feet tall, you don't need much verticality if you're Isaiah Hartenstein. That must be nice.
Williamson outside. Now Fears. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Williamson. Pass to Poole. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Now, here's Kennard. The long-distance three is good. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Vucevic just checked in. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Jones, and stolen by Williamson. Fears with it. Johnson with the rebound. To the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Shot clock at 6. Fears with it, now guarded by Vucevic.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Reza Shea, he's checked in for Newell. Kennard against Poole. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. Some solid defense from Ayton.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Mr. Williamson. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Now, Reza Shea. The kick out to Poole. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Fierce. Shot is off.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Jones. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Fears. Williamson with a screen for Fears. Can they get it? And Williamson throws it down.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
Really left alone that time. And that's now 7 points for Reza Shea.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Johnson outside. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. For New Orleans, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Kennard for 3. That shot, no good.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Rizachet has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the number 1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Botkovich is checked in, and Murray subbed in for Fears. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Murray. Shoots over Alexander Walker. With the clock winding down, and Ayton throws it down.
That long reach by Ayton made it easy for him to collect that rebound and convert.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And so Poole will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game, and Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Ayton a screen on Vucevic. Murray the pass to Ayton. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Rizachet. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Murray outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the lean, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now, Alexander Walker. Here's Johnson. It's deflected.
And that's exactly what Daniels does. He has a knack for disrupting plays that time getting the block.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Pass to Vucevic. Stolen away. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. On the wing, Murray. Defended by Alexander Walker. The Hawks trail by 3.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Riza with it. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. New Orleans on top. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us?
You know, for the Pelicans, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out. Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the...
That'll do it for our show.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Riza with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Fears is out there with Daniels. And it's Queen in at the center. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Daniels against Johnson. Bounce pass from Riza. Just 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. Here's Vucevic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's Fears, top of the key. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Poole on the wing. For the lead, it's blocked. Down low, it's stolen by Johnson. And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
And Atlanta has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Murray's checked in for New Orleans.
Now into the line for New Orleans.
Johnson outside. It's picked off. And now Daniels pushing it up. Oh, drop the hammer! Look out!
Oh, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Daniels with the steal. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
And here is Murray. Still without a basket. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williamson. It's stolen by Vucevic. To the middle. Back to Alexander Walker. Now here's Vucevic. He's covered by Murray. Johnson, a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his third assist on the night. To the paint. Here's Queen. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Rizichet. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Vucevic missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, "Teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own." Kevin?
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Good on the second free throw. Now, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Dave's checked in. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Bay with the ball for the Pelicans. They've held a 12-point lead early. And Misi throws it down.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Back to Poole. Johnson with a screen on Bay. Here's Poole with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Man, showing you the whole package right there. You better lace up if Jordan Poole is handling it like that.
Now here's Murray. Outside Daniels. Now Murray. Inside. Misi. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Dyson Daniel. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Newell, he's checked in for Johnson. The Hawks trailing. Poole with it. Pass to Vucevic. Ball's knocked loose. For the lead. It's tipped. And here's Kennard. Murray outside. Now Misi. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Misi's shot is good. Misi's got 8 points.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Here's Poole. To the inside. Here's Newell. That one misses. Good work defensively by Bay. Kennard finds Misi. They set the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. Another one falls for New Orleans.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Pass to Rizichet. It's good. He's got 11.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Murray kicks to Bay. Here's Kennard. Pass to Murray. Back to Kennard. Fires for 3. And they force transition. Great D. New Orleans making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. Hartenstein's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Newell. He's defended by Bay. To the middle, here's Alexander Walker.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
On the wing, Murray. Defended by Alexander Walker. Murray, good.
Wow, that was slick. Murray getting just enough room to finish off that play.
The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Alexander Walker.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Poole on the wing. Pass to Rizichet. Back to Poole. There's a screen for the lead. And the layup falls. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Murray, the pass to Bay. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the aggressiveness by Bay, taking the contact and able to score through it.
Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Zachary Rizichet. Corey Kispert comes in for Poole. And Hield subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Pass to Hield. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Johnson right side. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Bay with a screen on Hield. Murray the pass to Bay. And Bay throws it down.
Nice decision by Murray, choosing to move the ball to the open guy off the pick and roll.
Kispert finds Hartenstein. Back to Kispert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Kispert's got his first points of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Murray. Bucket off the crossover. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pelicans lead by 2. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Hield. Jalen Johnson is out there with Newell. Then there's Kispert, and it's Hartenstein in at the center, filling out the middle.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. New Orleans making a switch here. Queens checked in. New Orleans on D. They've held a 12-point lead early. Hield left side, and it's blocked.
Wow, look at that anticipation by Daniels. He saw that shot coming right at him, and he was ready to stop it.
Pass to Queen. Clock at 4. To the paint, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Hawks trail. Hield outside. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. Heald's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Atlanta.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Down low. Knocks it loose. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Kisper with it. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Pass to Newell. And good that time. Newell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
So both teams changing it up here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Allie, thank you so much.
Well, you know, Zion Williamson is just so rare. The way that he attacks, that combination of power and athleticism, there really is no comparison to him.
That's to Vucevic. Over Daniels. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. In the pass to Williamson. Johnson with it. Jones covering. A shot by Johnson, no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Outside Daniel. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot to stop the run, and Queen gets it to go.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Well, hustle points can really energize your team, and they also demoralize your opponent.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. Yes, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
To the middle, the 8-footer. Vucevic with the bucket. And now an 8-point Atlanta lead.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Johnson finds Kisper. Pocket 6. Johnson surveilling the floor. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Queen. And here is Johnson. Vucevic down low. Here's Newell, covered by Williamson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Atlanta making some changes. Zachary Rizachet's check in for Newell. Poole comes in for Kispert. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker in for Buddy Hield. Pelicans trail by 6. Now Fears. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Substitution in the court.
Ayton sets the pick for Fears. Clock is at 3. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, that's really nice footwork that time by Ayton, setting the screen first and then finding that scoring opportunity.
Back to Poole. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Rizachet with it. The three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
Murray's checked in for the Pelicans. And so here is New Orleans. Inside, Bang, and Bay throws it down.
And forceful there from Bay, attacking the iron.
To Alexander Walker. Now, Vucevic. He's covered by 8. Here's Ricochet. 5 on the clock. Now here's Johnson. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. Excellent defense from Daniel. Now here's Murray. To the paint. They swipe it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Murray finds it, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, that is a big moment and a big basket by Ayton. I love it.
Here's Ricochet. Puts it right back up and in.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Daniels. No good from 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Strong move off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Murray.
And, you know, since getting drafted back in 2016, Murray has really worked hard to improve his free throw percentage.
And that one misses. Kennard, he's checked in for Daniels.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Atlanta leading by 6. Now Poole. Johnson outside.
2 minutes.
Now Ricochet. 4 on the shot clock. And get the 3. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Murray with it. Picked up by Poole. Here is Murray. Bay, big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
As this game tightens up, Bay showing that steady hand.
We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Murray. Fires. And the defense successful, forcing him into a tough one. Into the lane. Got it to go.
Well, they really needed that right there from Murray. That is a huge bucket.
Ricochet with it. Picked by Vucevic. Alexander Walker with the ball. Murray at him. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Ayton is screen on Poole. Here's Ayton. Oh, what a finish.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And the Pelicans making a change here. Weems checked in. Here's Ricochet. Releases. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the end. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. The small and power forwards are Ricochet and Johnson. Jordan Poole is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Murray outside. And he drives in. Good work there as it goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson sets the screen for Ricochet.
He is soaring on that one. Johnson going up high to get his hands on it.
Murray outside. Williamson with the screen for Murray. And that's in there.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
First personal foul.
Free throw good, Murray.
And what you really like about Murray is the fact that he impacts the game at both ends. He's long, athletic, and he plays with an edge.
Vucevic a screen on Kennard. Can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Williamson against Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson a screen on Johnson. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Ricochet running the floor all by himself.
Another one for Ricochet. This young man from France has insane potential, and we are seeing a bit of it tonight.
Pelicans trail by 3. Murray. Vucevic pulls it down. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. It's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Some changes for New Orleans. Herbert Jones comes in for Luke Kennard. And Fears is subbed in for Murphy. Here's Williamson. Here's Fears. Guarded by Poole. Jones outside. Now Fears. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
The Hawks leading by 4. Ricochet with it. Johnson with the screen on Jones.
Yeah, there's Johnson again. That's just too much size and too much skill.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And taken away by Johnson. And it's good.
And when Johnson puts it all together like this, he is special. Right now, he is absolutely torching those guys.
Off the glass. Here's Rizeshay, doubled by Beard. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases. Their lead to 6.
At the wing position, Rizeshay has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting, and add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
That one goes. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Daniels off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on them here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Vucevic pulls it down.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so the Hawks take the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.